It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Get this shit going. Oh, Lordy, have mercy. Woo, you're gonna hear a lot of shit. There we are. Matter. Always remember, no matter where you go, there you are. That's right, baby.
I pay my taxes
Even when it hurts, baby. It's what we do. We do shit when it hurts, baby. Anyway, it is Sunday, baby. I'm so glad y'all are with us. Woo, hold on to your britches, baby. Mark Larson is here. Jeff Curry, that smart-ass squaw Martha is with us, thank goodness. Damas Cats. First time I say that one. How you doing? Glad you're in the house. Anyway, Nancy Halverson is here. Carol Lowe, let me see. Dorothy Tyndall, Jay Clayton, and Stephanie Dean are together. I am so happy I owe Stephanie a phone call. I will try to get my shit together, believe me. My shit's way behind, baby. Paula Gibson's here. The Remixtress is with us, as is Deborah Douglas. Misha Chick, thank you so much. One of our co-hosts, along with Bernadette. I couldn't do this shit without him, I'm telling you. Bruce Preston is here. Kathleen Welch. Michael Johnson, KY, Beer, Bud, and Barbecue. Howdy. Beer, Bud, and Barbecue. Damn, you're tripling up on us there, KY. Anyway, glad you're here, brother. I appreciate you. Dennis Uteniner, glad to see you in there. Haven't seen you in a while. Our own Bernadette Pree, BW is here. B Pree is one of our other co-hosts in this show, who I lean on heavily. Anyway, Curtis Wood is here. Ginger's Chat Show, so y'all remember to look up Ginger Woodley, Ginger's Chat Show, and give it a listen, baby. Trudy Baxter, my T-shirt girl's here. Thank you very much. Jeanette Miller, let me get on down here, or we won't never get. Deborah Douglas, they're flying by, baby. I'm sorry. Carol Lowe, get down. There's a lot in the house tonight, and I'm so happy. Anyway, what's going on? I don't know. Shit. Oh, yeah, before I get carried away, I got mail. Went to the post office, and hey, yay, there was an envelope in there. I got mail, baby. And it is from Katie Love in Delaware. She sent a wonderful little card, and she just loves the Blue Dot family. It's more addressed to y'all than it is to me. The faithful watcher, but I read the whole. She included a note, and darling, you say she's got my address, and she's going to send me more mail. Well, on the next time you mail, I hope you hear this, send me your phone number, darling, because we will call you on the phone and get this thing worked out with Discord. We'll get you on the air, baby. This microphone is open to everybody that wants to join in. I am just so tickled. Somebody left. So tickled to see so many people in there. But wait, that's not all she sent. She sent me 3, and I'm thinking, two. Oh, there might be one out in the living room. 3 bumper stickers, and I love the bumper sticker. It says, Trump for prison. And if you read closely all around, I get that light out of there, it says, fuck Trump, all the way around it. And I got to thinking, because occasionally when I go somewhere in the parking lot, there's always usually somebody there with a Trump sticker on their damn bumper. And I was thinking all I'd have to do is just slide that off and just walk it, slap that. Anyway, I would do such things like that. That would be improper, I guess. Anyway, it has been a full day for me. I have been running around like crazy all day long trying to get shit done because John is down to one vehicle with a house full of people and everybody's got someplace to go. So most of my day was taken up with transportation issues. Anyway, Bernadette, how are you?
I'm doing better than you.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I got transportation issues too. I know exactly. how
Yeah,
you
that's not good, is it?
It just really freaking sucks.
It sucks, man. It's like, Rose had to go to work. Tyler's got to go to work. I've got to go get them after
I
work.
know.
Yeah, it's going to be a full night. But yeah, I bet.
And it's when you got one vehicle and 15 people running different places, it's hard on that one vehicle to keep it running too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
hoping it doesn't break down. Miss Chick, how are you, darling?
I'm good, John. I don't have any transportation issues right now, but I've been there, so I can feel the struggle.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I got pain patches all over me. I am sore. The back of my arm is just tore up. It looks like
bubble gum and duct tape keeps my cars running.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on, baby. No, I replaced. You remember I told y'all I was going to replace the stabilizer links. I did that, and took it for a test drive down the road, and it's still making that same noise. Pulled the tire off the next day and got in there on the hub. There is a very slight. There's some play in there, so I might just go after the wheel bearings and replace it. Anyway, John's continuing.
Fun.
Yes, it's very fun. It's getting hard on my body, though, I swear. Anyway, so what else is going on in the world besides, our typical mass shootings everywhere, daily news. That's same old stuff, What we see every day.
I was just saying to Iris, she's down in Florida, and there's a hurricane headed towards Florida. And I was just telling her, I don't have much faith in her governor. He's a fucking idiot. That bullshit that he said today about the shooting. Fuck you, DeSantis. Your policies are what created this idiot that went in there.
No permit carry. Yeah, what could go wrong?
Right.
Yeah. Yes, just carry your gun around.
Everything that you've done since you've been in office has created these minions that you now claim you. Oh Jesus! I'm so upset about this one. I can't even.
He's at a loss for words,
John.
Yes,
I am.
When I tried to do my rant today, I'm talking politics, and I started out talking about Mark Meadows, but that's not what was in my head. What was in my head is just, I don't know if it was just a walk down memory fucking lane when you look back over your life. Hell, I'm almost 71 now, and there's a lot to look back on. And remembering, especially over the weekend here with Martin Luther King's anniversary, I remember, these are events in my life.
60 years.
Yes.
60 years on Monday.
This represents the time in my life of when I first started noticing shit, I like to say. That
you start to pay,
that was a world event.
Around 10,
yes.
Around 10. You're noticing and you're paying a little bit more attention to what the adults are saying. Yeah. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Lady Freedom Rocks, there's an average of 100 people a day killed in this country by gun violence. 100 a day.
It's sad. And the sad thing about it, John, is we could do something about it. We could,
but we're not. Nobody's motivated to do that up there. I keep looking at Australia, and boy, anytime I say Australia.
We as voters need to do something about it. We need to stop electing these assholes that are allowing us to die in the streets like this.
Hey, gun sales are up, baby. I'm sure they're raking in lots of donations. Because that's what it's about. Let's be honest, it's about fucking money. It's not about your life or your right to own a gun or anything. It's about the fucking money. They can sell them left and right. And I just said I turned to Australia because I always do when I think of this shit. And we miss Aussie Dave. If you're out there listening, buddy, we miss you. We wish you the best. We love you, and damn it, get better. Anyway.
Ozzy is getting better. He
Yes.
is listening. He posts on Discord. He hasn't come in to talk with us, and that's understandable.
Yeah. Take your
but
time,
you know,
baby.
he is participating, and he posts some
I
pretty
love
relevant
that, man.
shit because Ozzy is on top of
I love that, man.
the politics in this country, even though he's from Australia, and
He's
got an outside perspective that's just
That's the
fabulous.
same way I like it when Blue Dot Hank comes in. It's an outside perspective
Absolutely.
from outside the realm here, and we get to listen. But yeah, it's
Because the world is watching
shit.
the stupid shit that we do in this country and trying to figure out whether or not they too should go down a path of democracy. If it's not working for us, what do you think that they're going to think?
Right.
It ain't going to work for them.
I don't think the Republicans are much up on this democracy shit anymore.
Jesus.
I think they're ready to move past that into something else.
You know,
Well, I think we need to move past the Republicans. That's what I think.
Yeah. What's that, Miss Chick?
I said, speaking of assholes.
Speaking of assholes, do you have a particular asshole in mind?
Well, just a group of them.
Oh, that's always nice.
I've been doing my House of Representatives, thing here. I've been going through to see who's running, who's not, and blah, 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 blah. So I finally got through all the states. I got all through, and there's still some that don't have people actually listed yet, which, they still have some time before they do that.
Time.
But there's quite a few showing up, and what I wanted to point out specifically was that there were 118 of those traitors that were reelected in 22.
Yeah.
And there are still 110 of them attempting to stay in there this time around, too.
I think every one of them should fall under the same purview as we're talking about the 14th Amendment here.
I think so, too.
That you cannot hold office if you aided and abetted an insurrection, and that is exactly what they did on January 6th. Every congressman that stood up and voted not to accept the results of the election, based on what? It can't be just, something. No, this was a conspiracy, baby. They got together and said, this is what we're going to fucking do. And that's what they did. So what are we supposed to do out here? Just turn a blind eye after we get Donnie and his gang of dumb butts? We're just supposed to turn a blind eye to people like Jim Jordan?
Not if they keep saying that they still think that election wasn't proper.
Yeah.
No.
Where's the proof? Where's the proof of that?
But I've got names. I've taken names down.
At a certain point, it's just ridiculous to even keep listening to that crap. But as long as that man takes a breath, you can bet your ass he's going to be out there swearing up and down that he won the election. It was rigged. It was cheated. Ruby Daniels and all that stuff is all true.
He's been saying it from the first day he came down the steps.
Yep.
If he didn't win the election, it was going to be rigged. This has been his message ever since.
And what do you think is going to be his excuse if he doesn't win the 24 election?
Oh, it's all still rigged, let me tell you.
It's all still rigged. Sure.
Everybody's working against him. Everything is.
And if that isn't dangerous enough, it is the language that they use in this bullshit. This rise up, this what does this prosecutor want? A civil war, Sarah Palin saying her open. They're stupid, man.
Yeah.
That's the language of the Republican Party.
Hold a minute.
Yes,
back the bus up.
Okay.
Sarah Palin. How the fuck is she even relevant?
Right.
No. Sarah, stand right here, Sarah. Oh shit, Sarah. Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
I think you better back it up.
But
and try again.
she reaches an audience, that right wing nut job shit, and I guarantee you, this guy who in Jacksonville, I'm just guessing. What side of the political spectrum do you think he was on?
They lost. That's what they can't handle, and that's what we need to keep telling them. It's not that it was rigged. You lost.
I kind of got. Yeah, he lost. Period.
You lost.
Period.
Deal with it.
And yet they're not going to let it go. It's forever going to be in these people's head that he was cheated because he's their God and nobody else could beat their God.
It doesn't matter. We got to keep reinforcing it.
Well, there you go. That's how
You
come I
have.
said the other day in one of my videos, we have to be the adults in the room. We have to be the real
Yeah.
patriots of the.
You know, when you're
Randy
when your
Kervin, the
child
true
throws a
patriot
temper
group. I miss that
tantrum,
guy. I miss
you
Randy.
just don't sit there and let him throw a temper tantrum. You tell him to stop.
Oh yeah.
Stop
Oh,
it.
funny you should say that. Marcia was sitting there going
Hmm.
through TikTok. She came across this. I don't know. Never mind. It was a video of a very small child cussing his mother up one side and down the other in the parking lot of a store. And
Boy, that shit would never fucking happen in front of me.
nope.
Mm-mm.
I was just thinking how many car lengths with my mama fucking knocked the shit out of me.
Okay. How about in the next week?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we don't advocate that. But that's what I told Marcia. She
My
said, well,
mother
you
tell
can't
me
do
all
that
the
anymore.
time.
You'll get in trouble. I said, don't think I wouldn't go in his room and smash every damn Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. You want to play that game? I'm taking back all the shit I gave you. Anyway,
I'm not taking it out. Put that shit and sell
it was a side distraction of
Fucking
something
no
she showed
places.
me, and I just sitting there going, "Are you shitting me?"
That's money,
Please.
John. Don't smash it.
Sell it. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
sell it in a heartbeat.
Man, boy, howdy shit. I'm distracted again.
Meanwhile, in Texas, it's
Oh,
ironic.
Lord. Oh Lord.
The state of Texas is suing Shell for more than $1 million, alleging that a fire at the Deer Park petroleum plant damaged the environment.
Oh really? They're worried about the environment? I think
all
they
of a
smell
sudden.
money. I think they just
All of a
found that,
sudden.
we can get money out of this shit. Let's sue them for, the environment. Yeah, that's the ticket. Are you shitting me?
Yeah. But they're also, let's see, well, no, that was Los
Well,
Angeles.
good on them. It did harm the environment. It happens every freaking day. I don't know how many times I drive into town and you'll see fucking thick plumes of smoke coming from one of them refineries. That's just they're shutting down or something and having to bleed off a tank or some shit. And they'll burn the crap out of that thing for days.
And I think that's what they're kind of talking about, too.
Yeah.
I think
It's petroleum is a dangerous business to be in.
But we also had a federal judge in Texas strike down portions of Texas's 2001 omnibus voter suppression law.
Yes, I saw that.
That is good.
Senate Bill 1 for violating the materiality provision of the Civil Rights Act.
This is Section 2 of the Civil Rights Act, and this is the same section that I think it's Alabama wants to go back to the Supreme Court to also get overturned.
Yes.
So yes, they're still working on it. They're never going to stop.
It was open that Abbott and the Republicans in this state are trying their best to disenfranchise the voters of Houston, of Harris County. That is the largest Democratic county in Texas, heavily black influenced, and they're just doing their best to just deny anybody a right to go freaking vote. They're going to try to restrict the voting places, how many locations, trying to restrict mail-in ballots.
I think it's in November. There is a court case that Harris County had taken to court, but their law to overthrow the elected officials in that county that run the elections in that county, that law to overthrow those people takes place in September 1st, I believe it is.
Really?
Even though they're to go to court on it in November, that law is unconstitutional.
Right.
So
right before the election.
It's akin to the bullshit that Atlanta or Georgia is doing with the prosecutors down there, trying to get rid of the elected prosecutors.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of Fannie Willis.
To a big kid.
They're absolutely trying to get rid of her.
That's exactly what they're trying to do, is get rid of her. Because, she starts showing her guns tomorrow. Mark Meadows' case goes in front of the judge tomorrow to ask to have a change of venue.
You also have two of the defendants wanting speedy trials, and so that too is going to exacerbate the whole situation, because she's about having this speedy trial. She'll
Oh
try all
man, I'm
19
loving
of
it.
them at
Sidney
the same
Powell
time.
wants one now. You know,
No,
let's
crazy ass
speed them
Sidney
up,
Powell.
baby. Let's go. Let's hit the
Mm.
gas. You know,
You
I
know,
can't help but think there's a plot here. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I think
thinking
they're
that.
trying to
I don't
complicate
think
it.
it's
for
going
us.
to
Yes.
work well for them, especially what's the other guy's name? Is it Jeffrey Clark? And it's not Clark. Cheeseboro.
Cheeseboro is the other one that's
and
wants a
Powell
speedy trial.
want to have the speedy trials. Now, is he sure that he's going to continue to want to have a speedy trial standing next to the woman who, during a previous court case for defamation, said nobody should take what I say as the truth?
Yeah,
And
isn't that a hell of a statement? How could
For an
anybody
attorney to
believe
make,
me? I'm an
yes.
idiot.
yes, for an
Yes.
attorney to make, absolutely.
I want to quote here James Price, who is a hell of a nice guy. He's been with our Blue Dot family for a little while now. I like what he typed up here. He said, "We need to get our side fired up, not just on this election, but on every election. I think the youth of today recognize what these Republicans are all about." James, you couldn't have said it any better, buddy. Thank you for that, because that's what we need to do. That's what this whole show has been about.
And you know what?
Trying
The
to get
youth
people
is
fired up, baby.
the youth is fired up.
They are.
Because of the climate, because they're getting left because of gun violence, for a lot of reasons. For the lying, the cheating, the stealing, all of it. They are fired up, and don't think that they're not. They're fucking paying attention.
Oh, every day. Every day. You don't think the headlines this weekend, the shooting at the schools, at a football game, at a Dollar General, you don't think they're paying attention to that shit every day? This is their world they're living in. That was what was on my mind today. Mainly is just our society and the proliferation of guns in this country. It's like in no other country in the world has this problem. That just everybody gets a gun. You get a gun, everybody gets a gun. Let's all get out in the street. What could possibly happen? Nobody's going to get pissed off and do anything.
More guns. You know,
It
it's not
is.
the
It's
guns
sad.
that kill people.
It is. It's
And they're right
sad.
about that.
And at times you just don't. We've tried everything. We put every proposal in front of Congress, and we can't get shit done. Not on this issue. Money's too big, baby.
Well, you know, John, on a happier note,
Yes.
there is something good that happened.
What happened that was good?
Well, there's a group that I think they just call themselves Run for Something, and they
Run for
they help-
something. That's
Run for Something, and they help people learn how to run for something in their local and
I'm
everything.
liking this. I'm liking this.
It's kind of an educational, like, come and figure out how to do it, we'll help you, and then you do it, and then they go on and do another presentation. But
Awesome.
yeah, they set something up. They hosted their first event in Arkansas to help young people understand how and why to run for office, and it was standing room
I
only.
love it. I love
Awesome.
it. Outstanding.
Yes.
And you know what that
Yep.
brings up? That brings up our own Erin Tromley.
Yes.
There she is, baby. You talk about, this is grassroots, baby. We want to run her as much as we can. She is one of our own Blue Dots before she started running for office. So if you can send a few bucks, go to actblue.com/donate/Erin for clerk. It's a small office in the grand scheme of things, but it is so big in this Blue Dot family
It's a start.
that
It
if
is
we
a
can
start.
help her any way we can to be successful in her run for Maru County
You know,
town
a
clerk.
lot of the people that we consider famous, who's in Congress and all the rest of that, who's been there for years and years, and their names have been heard. They started in small offices in their
Just
own
like-
little town,
That's it.
just like Erin is doing.
Yep.
And I think Erin is awfully brave. She's a brilliant young lady. She's smart as hell, and she wants to make a difference in her town. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
Nothing
that's
wrong
where
with
that's
that.
where I got so inspired by reading Katie Love's note. Very active, She recalled when Obama was running, and how she cried when Hillary lost. And I think we all, in our heart or in our eyes, I think we all cried that day to see that man come up into our house. It's always been that's what motivated me to open my mouth and say something. Is just because. I'm sorry, I got distracted by a shiny object. And
That's okay.
Oh.
You know, places like Run for Something, which, you know, I'm looking at what they do, and you know, it's wonderful that they're willing to help people, especially people who've never ran for office before.
Yeah.
They're going to show you the bottom line and how it all works. And we need guidance like that. We need the young people to know that there are people out there who will help them run for an office.
Yes.
And make a difference. Because there's look at the young man who came out of Florida, the Parkland, Marjorie Stoneman.
I can't think of his last name is Hogg, isn't it?
Yes, I think his name is David. I believe
David
it's David
Hogg.
Hogg.
He was the one from Marjorie
Brilliant,
Taylor. Yes.
brilliant.
He is. He's
young
gonna.
mind.
He's gonna run. You can bet your butt
Absolutely.
he is gonna run.
You saw it from the minute he got on camera that this was
Hi, Donna.
potential. There was a lot of potential in that
And
young man.
that's what I mean. He kind of is like a shining example of what we can expect from a lot of young people coming up.
Absolutely.
You know, school year after year, school shooting after school shooting after school shooting. You know,
They're tired of that.
Yes.
They're tired of it.
You know,
Always an excuse as to why it's not being fixed.
That's where my problem today, when I tried to do a rant about Mark Meadows and how he wants to move his case, and my head is sitting up in there. It's like my heart just because I turned around and looked down the road of my life, just my life, and it seems like the gun violence over my lifetime, I can see it accelerating, and it hasn't slowed down. As a matter of fact, it's still picking up speed today. Because the answer for so many people is, hey, I got a gun. I got a gun. And where does that lead us? I said it the other day when Sarah Palin and others are insinuating that they're going to rise up and do what? And do what? That's the big freaking question in my head. Oh, you're pissed off your guy didn't win the election. So what? Yeah. You're going to do what?
He didn't win. He lost.
He lost his ass. As a matter of fact,
like
baby,
he lost.
in 20 years of elections, the Republican Party has not won the popular vote in a single freaking election in the last 20 years. Even when they won, they did not win the popular vote. It was an electoral count vote that got their ass in.
Right.
That's the way it is across this country. There is more blue dot, baby, than anything in this country. There are more Democrat and more liberals and more independents in this country than there are ignorant
I hope so.
maggots.
I hope so, John.
I'm betting. We're betting our history on it that there is.
It gets you to the point where you just lose words in trying to combat this day in and day out. It's the same thing that happened to me when I was talking about DeSantis' stupid ass and the policies that he's promoted from day one, and now you're gonna say you're just
now you're gonna stand up and say, oh, this gun violence is bad. Oh no, but you've been promoting this shit. That's exactly what he's done down there.
Every freaking day.
Point to a freaking Republican. Point to one. Every one of them are pro-gun, baby. Second Amendment, that's the one amendment in our whole Constitution you cannot touch. Oh, don't touch that shit. We can discuss the First Amendment, your right to speech. We're discussing it now. Donnie said he had a right to free speech. Go out there and motivate that crowd. Did you? I don't think so. But it's his free speech. They'll argue that.
And Bill Jones keeps saying he has a right to remain silent, and he don't know how to do that.
He just doesn't have the ability to. He should shut his stupid mouth. Hello, James. I loved your comment, buddy. Let's get on fire. Let's light it up.
Hey,
spark it, buddy.
You can You can be pro-gun and be pro-background check. What the fuck is wrong with background checks?
There is nobody that doesn't know me, James, that doesn't know that I have weapons in my house. I am a firm believer in having a weapon for a lot of damn reasons.
These motherfuckers,
reasons are getting more evident lately.
They think us lefties don't have fucking guns. They're fucking stupid.
They're crazy, but it's the reason we have them. That's what I feel is the difference between one side of this issue and the other side. On my side of this issue, I know people that have been hunting ever since they were 5 years old. Deer meat is an essential part of the diet down here for a lot of people. Hog meat too, baby. That's hunting. I've said it before. When you have to put down one of your own animals, you don't want to fuck around and you want it to be fast. There's 100 reasons why you might need one. Shoot my neighbor is not one of them. On the other side, that seems to be what?
I'm here in California where they do pretty extensive background checks when you go, and we got 3 guns in my house, and every last single one of them, a background check was performed, and
you
yet
got
I'm
something
still
to hide?
able to own the gun.
You got something to hide?
Yeah. No, I ain't got shit to hide.
Well, you shouldn't worry about a background check. You know what I was getting to a little while ago? What I was getting to a little while ago when I was talking about Aussie Dave was every time we have this gun discussion, I look to Australia's. Y'all excuse me. There's not a part of me that is not hurting. I look to Australia and New Zealand because these incidents happened there, and what was their response? You don't have to pass a law for it. We don't need to have a constitutional argument about it. We could have a gun buyback in this country. We could pass. Congress could pass and authorize, because we authorize money for every freaking thing else. Let's authorize the money to have a gun buyback. Let's start buying back the guns that are out there. You think that the gun lobby, the gun industry isn't going to step up and fill the void with all more guns? Yeah, they are.
We're in America.
But we could get as many of them as we can off the street if we were freaking serious, but we're not, because there's too much money involved. It's about the money. It isn't about your Second Amendment right to protect you from the hordes of people that are going to come running over the hill any second now to attack your house.
Because your house is where they're all headed.
Yeah, we're all headed to your house. So, get up about 4, 5, 15 AR-15s out there. Make sure you got lots of ammo out there. Put up some bunkers out there to get prepared for your neighbors. That's the disgusting part of the Republican side of this. Most of the people that on the Republican side I see who are pro-Second Amendment, their biggest reason is, well, we might have to uprise one day. Really? Really? Not by the pen, but by the sword. Thought we moved past that shit.
And, I would beseech people to, when they look at their representatives in particular, to find out which ones are in support of some gun reform, regardless of whether they're, bipartisan-ish. Just go ahead. Which ones are? Because there's probably a couple that might actually be on the other side of the fence in favor of it. But know which ones are and aren't, and make sure you vote them out.
The only problem I have is because I've seen this too many times when even Republicans, when you talk about gun legislation and we have to do something about guns, you hear a Republican all of a sudden, well, I agree with you. We do need to do something like that. We need to control the death and carnage in our country, and as patriots, we need to do the right thing. I'm just not too sure just how we're going to do that. We can, and they'll go into a 15-minute spill or some bullshit, and nothing happens. Yeah. It's, God damn it. I got to remember, don't put my elbow down.
That hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. Hurts quite a bit, as a matter of fact. I am just pitiful. I'm getting too old to work on my truck. That's my
John,
problem.
then there's Republican lawmakers that are out there that are saying, yeah, no, we're not going to do anything about gun rights and gun control.
They will tie it up in discussion and pound on the table and have all sorts of...
Let's not forget, they shot up those people down there in Tennessee. That's the first thing that they said.
Yeah.
The ones at the bank, remember? Oh, we're not going to have any gun control around here.
Nope, not around here, baby. It's just not the American way. I mean,
Need not even have a school shooting in Tennessee.
I bet you half the people in this country probably can't even quote what the First Amendment right or any other right is, but you know damn good and well they can quote the Second Amendment verbatim, damn near.
Part of it.
Yeah, the end of it.
The part.
Yeah. They leave off the well-regulated militia part all the time. Michael Johnson just came in the room. KY, I appreciate you, buddy. Came in with a $2 donation and said, sending some 80-degree weather your way, KCMO. Kansas City, Missouri. Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck DeSantis. It's there. We have to read it. It's the law. Look it up in your fucking records. That's what it says right there. Anyway,
that is
KY,
what it says.
I was talking to my brother up in Tennessee today, and he was bragging about the 80-something degrees he was having. So, yeah. Well, can you barbecue eggs on fry eggs on the hood of your truck? Bet you can't.
No.
I can. I can have breakfast out there on my truck. Fried and bake it up too. Anyway, I'm glad you're doing well, brother. Yeah. I don't know where we go with this. We're going to repeat the same arguments and the same monologues over and over and over about gun rights and the need to do something in a society where we know it ain't going to do shit.
Meanwhile, life goes on and shootings happen.
Every
and
day. Just get used to it. I mean, you know, and most of the time it doesn't even make the news. You know, when you hear that, when you read that, there's that on an average of 100 people a day dying gun violence a day, you don't see 100 stories in your newspaper
you see one if you're lucky.
Get the highlights of the big
That's
ones, you know?
an insane statistic.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Insane. And another one that I heard is that it is like 62% likely that your child, 18 and younger, will die from a bullet.
Ain't that sad?
62%.
That's a hell of a statement.
That's a hell of a thing to say. It makes me not want to send my kid out there.
Yeah.
For any fucking reason. Not even to go get some milk from the damn store. These people were at the dollar store. The dollar store.
You all right there, James?
Bless you, sweetie.
Just
I got
checking
a
on.
damn bug or something.
And
Raw
don't be
throat.
sending them bugs through the earwaves,
Yeah.
okay? Because
Yeah.
my ears don't
need
want
that
none
shit.
of that.
Mask it up,
Be
James.
coughing
Mask
into
it
the
up.
microphone and be getting in my ear.
Sorry.
We ain't trying to catch Ovid over the air.
Hey, I got my shots.
Speaking
That's
of
all
which,
right. That's all right.
oh, you're no
Get
longer
Get some
human.
more.
Huh?
Get some more shots.
You're a Borg now.
Do you stick to the refrigerator yet? Is that still a thing?
Oh! I just looked down here at the headlines over there, and I forgot about a story. Did y'all hear about Ramaswamy? What he
No.
said? Oh,
What do you say now?
He wants to raise the damn voting age to 25
Yeah,
or
well,
something.
he wants to
22.
raise the voting age to 25 because them young people, they just don't know. You could die for your country at 18, but you just can't vote.
What gutter did they pull this guy out of?
Did you see what he
And
said
what
about
is
white
he saying?
supremacists?
Honey, let me
They're
tell you
as
something.
common as
Mm.
unicorns. That was his statement on national TV.
Is he just doing a stand-up comedian?
I think so at this
Something
point.
No.
White supremacists are about as common as unicorns. Really? Really? Walk down my street, baby. You don't
He
have to
called-
look far.
He
You don't
called
have to look far.
Ayanna Pressley likened to the KKK Grandmaster.
Mm.
That's what he said about Ayanna Pressley in
Oh, Hattie.
the House of Representatives.
Did he say?
This is a man who got his money by scamming other people.
See, there's
Okay.
the rub right there. There's the rub. He's a wealthy guy. He is a very wealthy guy.
Yeah,
And he's looking at Donnie going, well, he got in.
and
All he had
yeah,
was
and he
money.
wants to be more obnoxious.
He wants to be more
than-
obnoxious, baby.
I
his
think he
little...
said that about Ibn Pende, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Along with he wants to drill, frack, and burn coal. I couldn't believe he threw the coal in there. I want to burn the coal. Let's burn more coal. Really?
He's just
What are
an
you-
idiot.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
What's his name out of
And
West
he calls a
Virginia?
black woman in Congress likened to a KKK Grandmaster.
Mm.
That's sad.
This is a man who's of Indian descent from India, okay, darker than I am in complexion, and he thinks that white people are going to vote for him.
You know, I get a
because he
little,
wants to be
I get a
more
little kick.
outrageous
I get a
than
little
Trump's
chuckle
fucking ass.
just out of the fact that knowing who the Republican Party has boiled itself down to, just the gunk at the bottom. That's who the Republican Party is now. Do you think those people are going to vote for a guy whose name is written down there that says Vivek Ramaswamy?
Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy.
Yes.
Because you know half those idiots
Yeah.
are going, yeah, I know about
Did
them
anybody
Swamis.
tell Ramaswamy that the only black guy that got indicted with Trump's fucking
Yeah.
ass is still sitting in jail?
You know, Tim Scott don't stand a
Anybody
chance.
tell him that?
You know, I don't think the Republican Party is ready for a black candidate nowadays. I really don't.
Mm.
You know, it is, you know, but
And
again,
that
I
don't
caveat
don't
that by
seem
saying,
too much good for Tim Scott or
Ramaswamy.
Will Hurd. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Ramaswamy.
know. Ramaswampy.
That's it. Ramaswamy.
Ramaswarmy.
Talk about the swamp. Donnie was looking to drain the swamp. Little shit. Little didn't know
Swampy.
it was sitting in his backyard the whole time. He created it.
Well,
Yeah.
he lives in, you know, the swamp.
Hey, did
in
y'all hear about that?
Mar-a-Lago.
That song that's been going around on Right Wing Nut Job Society over there so big? Rich Men north of
Yeah,
Richmond?
He came
Yeah.
back and shut him
Yeah.
down.
Yes, he
shut him
did.
down.
He came
Yes,
out
he
and
did.
said,
He
"Oh
did.
no, don't grab hold of my song. That's not what I meant." Because the
Yeah.
right wing nut jobs over there
Yeah.
have picked that up as a mantra.
He is pissed.
Yes, he's
They
mad.
offered him money and, you know, to do a single or whatever. He's like, nope, not letting
Yeah.
people do that.
Yeah, I was happy to see that. I don't
No
know what the
money.
guy's politics are, but he stood up to say, "No, you're hijacking my song for your
And he
message."
didn't really do it as a political thing. It was just a life thing. It was just, you know,
And you know, if you
like
listen
folk
to it,
music type
it
stuff.
is it is the story of rich men north of Richmond, and that's both sides of the party. I mean, that's both
Yep.
aisles.
Yep.
These are rich men that control us. There's no poor people up in Congress.
But
There's
good
not
for
a
him
single
I didn't
person that's
like-
not a millionaire.
standing up.
I didn't like the way he jumped on damn people on welfare. I mean, that was a little shitty. But
Yeah,
He ain't wrong about that.
No.
He ain't
No,
wrong about how politicians use people on welfare and keep them down like that.
yeah.
He ain't wrong
Yeah.
about that shit.
yeah, but don't jump on them for it, because hell, it ain't their fault. You can't
That's
fucking
not
live
what-
on $7.25.
I don't think that's what
an
he
I
said.
hour.
don't think that's
I don't
not
think
what,
he-
what he
no.
was saying in his song.
Yeah.
I want to
His
thank
point-
Keith Thompson,
It is what
and this
it
is here's a Marine for you. Keith Thompson,
Hoorah.
hoorah, baby, came in with a $5 donation. He said, "Why do I own weapons? Because of the treason of right-wing nut jobs. They own them. So that's why Keith. Brother, don't you know?
And he's right about that.
We do. Yes, yeah. There's a myriad of reasons why I have weapons, but on the list is that. And believe me, in
And
my
just-
life over the last
you are
7 years,
right.
it has
It
become
is hard
higher
to
on the
get
list.
off of welfare once you're on that stuff. It is hard.
It is.
I think it's designed to. Well,
It,
yeah.
it absolutely is designed to keep
What have I
you
said?
in the system, broken and downtrodden.
As far back as I can
absolutely
remember,
is.
I have been saying the same mantra over and over. The politicians in this country want one thing: a workforce that is poor, hungry, and needing
And
a
dumb.
job. Because if you're
Yeah.
poor and you're hungry and you're needing a job, you get that job. You ain't gonna quit that job. You're working for shit wages, tough shit. Suck it up, baby, because you got to pay the bills, and you better pay all of them, or you're gonna start losing that shit one by one. You know, that's what they
You're
want.
not working to live. You're not working to live. You're working to exist.
To exist. I live month to month, and I'm sure there are a lot of people, if not the majority of the people listening, live month by month. There is no balance at the end of the month. There is not in mine. I pray every damn time I get close to payday that I don't overdraft. Overdraft one. It sucks when you get a $2.99 charge come through automatic. You know, for one of them things you signed up, you forgot you signed up. Oh Lord, you ain't got $2.99, so we're gonna overdraft your ass and then charge you $35 fucking dollars. You ain't got that $2.99, but they're gonna tack on that $35 now. Now you owe
The company
$37.99.
store.
Pay up, baby. You know, a lot of people live like that. I'm not the only one. It's rough.
Well, and it's not
hard.
that it just keeps you financially down.
Hello, Bear. I always love to
It
see
does.
my...
It wreaks havoc on your mental health.
It does.
People are
It
depressed,
does. It
and
wears on you. It
you
wears
don't.
on you.
You
There's
don't
a
feel
struggle
like you
every
have
month.
any. Yeah.
You know,
You
that's
don't
how
have
come
any
that's how
self-worth.
come I don't feel good right now. I don't have the
It's
money to
just
take that freaking truck to a mechanic. Are you shitting me?
it's
You
stress.
know, there's a
It's
comma
stress.
in there somewhere. And no,
It's
no.
all stress, and
I'll
stress
crawl under
is
that son of a
designed to
bitch and
kill.
kill myself trying to fix it. Because I can't
And God
afford to take it.
forbid you eat a
Oh.
fucking fudge round.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. So Jack it off, Jim Jordan is investigating Fonnie Willis for
Well,
something. He'll think of something.
But
Don't worry. It's an investigation.
isn't
They'll
he
find something.
supposedly
he
investigating?
Yeah.
did the same thing to Alvin
Yes,
Braxton.
he
He didn't
did.
get very far
You
with
want an
Alvin
example
either, and
of
he
what's
ain't gonna
wrong
get far with Fonnie.
with,
It's
He'll
all
run
with
circles
just a
around
politicians?
his
clip.
dumbass.
Just a sound clip. Look what I'm doing.
Ugh.
We
Which
don't
is pretty much
care.
fucking nothing. And yet they're going to
Yeah,
come
I
back
see what
in
he's doing.
September and shut the government down.
Let me
Watch.
Wait, but I freaking... You know, sometimes you get a hankering for a little something sweet. Yes, Jeanette Miller, I noticed. What is inflation? Little Debbie's. Now down to 6 to a box from once they had 10 in the box. Yeah. Jeanette, I'm glad I'm not the only... That fucking things used to have
Are you
10 in it.
shitting
Now
me?
it's only got 6.
John,
Yeah, it's like,
all
shit.
those little
Wait.
things that,
They
that
add up,
I
baby.
like to eat like that, you know.
I can't...
You could find recipes for that online and make them cheaper your own damn self.
They
It'll
taste
probably
better,
for
don't
you
you?
anyway.
Or you
I
can
think
just
that-
have Blue Dot
they
family
were-
members bake them up, put them in a box, and mail them to Post Office Box 2600.
They were talking about that on the news. It's called shrinkflation, I think is what they
Yes.
call
It
it.
absolutely
Yeah,
is called
shrinkflation.
shrinkflation.
That's what
If
they've
you
called
got
it.
a kid in your house, you've watched the box of cereal
No shit.
decrease
It kid
in
my ass.
size.
I eat cereal every night. I either eat Wheaties or Rice Krispies, something like that.
Decrease in size.
Yep.
hmm
I'm out of that too.
And it's sad that they have a name for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you're
Yeah,
right.
and that's
That's
been
exactly
going
what
on
it is,
for a
James.
while.
Shrinkflation. What used to you get 10 for a price, now you get 6 for the same price. Maybe, probably even a little more
a
price.
5-pound bag of sugar is now 4 pounds.
Yeah.
A gallon of ice cream is
It's not a gallon.
3/4 of a gallon.
Yeah, go
They
look.
can't do that to a gallon of milk because a gallon of milk is still a gallon of milk, but they could charge you more for it, and they
And
do.
they do.
Yeah, they do.
And yet we still have to fight over living wage. We have to fight
Yeah.
over the things that are common to everybody. Health insurance, health care. We can't do that. It costs money.
And good luck if you're in one of those states where insurance companies are pulling out to insure your home or your car or anything else
Yeah.
like that. They're just
Sure.
pulling out of the state.
Oh, that's a whole other, the amount of money. You know,
Oh,
just to
absolutely.
own and drive a car. You know, first you got to buy the car. Yeah, you got to have a down payment for that. And monthly payment you're going to pay. Oh, you're going to want to drive the car. Well, you need insurance. And, you know, so you got to
Yep.
get the insurance, you know. You got to get your license. Oh, you want to drive. Oh, gas. Well, you got to, you know, it just the mere fact. And every one of us needs a damn car. You can't move through life without certain things. You know, and
And yet,
it's
in
getting
the
out of the
southern
reach for so many
states
people.
in this country, when
They're the
people are
poorest.
trying to move to electric cars, the southern states are trying to make it harder to own an electric car by charging you more for registering your electric car.
Because
or
they're not going to
putting
get the
in-
gas tax out of you.
Exactly.
You're not going to be paying gas tax, so we got to figure out some way of picking your pocket. Paying your fair share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what else is kind of ironic?
What is
Speaking
ironic, Miss Chick?
Speaking of petroleum and the states that it comes
Petroleum
from,
and petroleum products?
do you know that, Biden's IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act,
Yes.
has had a ripple effect across Texas.
Oh, yeah?
They are starting to do clean energy projects
Oh, baby. we
like
got
solar
that.
panels and wind.
Oh, baby, you ought to see outside my house.
Yeah, and some of it is just the matter of maybe even making the things and the battery storage and stuff. So,
There's a whole
Mesquite, Texas,
industry. Yes.
right? Mesquite, Texas, near Dallas, is looking at $250 million investment from a Canadian company, but also it's because they're going to get like a 10-year tax credit to do it.
Yes. Ain't that something? And you got a Canadian company coming one down here to do it. Oh, we'll get in on that.
But it also says with all the other stuff too that this could add to up to $15 billion to the state of Texas is GDP and create 100,000 jobs by 2030.
Gabbett will be able to buy a whole lot more than buoys that he wants to put in the river.
Yeah.
No, it's I am excited because around my house, I live out here in South Texas. You leave my house and drive over to where Joe lives, and you're driving right through a big wind field, and it stretches from out here all the way into Corpus Christi, over by that other town I can't think of over there by Corpus. It's solid wind farm. And you go down to the port of Corpus Christi, you go over the bridge and look down. You see piles and piles and piles of those blades that are coming in on ships and are put on. You ought to see those things go down the highway on one
I've
truck.
seen those go down the highway.
Yeah, they're
You don't
they're
realize how
kick to
big
watch.
those things are.
Yeah, until you see them try to turn a corner. And Lord have mercy, that takes a little while to do.
First time I saw one, I didn't know exactly what I was looking at.
Yeah, they're huge coming
It's
down the
huge.
road. But it gives you that good feeling of, this and where I live, the wind is always an issue here. We always have a sea breeze coming in off the Gulf. So it's a constant source of energy. And isn't that better than burning shit? Yeah, it is.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so. But eventually, renewables will outpace petroleum as an energy source at one point. But we're never going to get away from oil, because oil is in everything you have in
As
front
a
of you.
job base, it needs to start outpacing. Just get away from those jobs.
Yes.
Do the other jobs.
Get a better job.
Get a better job?
paying job. One that
Maybe
has
you won't
health
have
benefits,
oil
maybe.
Either.
Yeah. Even that has gone down, when we talk about how people are hard to survive in this world. When I was younger, when you got a job, you had health insurance.
When was that?
It was back in the 60s and 70s, I know. You got a health job, you got health care. Now, they play the game of, well, that's for full-time employees. You only get 39 hours a week, so you're not full-time.
Yeah.
But they'll work you right up to the line. They'll work you 39 and a half hours.
That's right. They will.
They will.
They will. But they will not let you go to 40 because that makes you a full-time employee, and there you go. You're eligible for this, that, and the other. We can't be doing that shit. Everybody would want it.
Walmart would go broke.
That's the game that's played, baby. Poor, hungry, and needing a job.
Everybody wants to bitch about welfare. This address the real problem: corporate welfare. That's the fucking problem.
There's the problem, baby. Just and I can't remember when. I know it wasn't that far back in the 60s, maybe the 50s or something. I don't know when they made the big jump. But the tax rate for the wealthy, we're talking about, used to be 60%, 70%, sometimes higher of their income, and they were still wealthy. Now, yeah, they did that by legislation, baby. Oh, well, you can't be cheating us like that. Why, we should only pay nothing. And they got their way because of the laws. I say it all the time. That tax law, that book is that thick, and there ain't a single page in there, maybe one or two, that concern your ass. The rest of them are all written for people with a lot of money and what to do with it. So.
Well, they call that trickle down economics.
Ain't it, Joe? Yeah. Except that's what Reagan called it. Hello, Joe.
How you doing?
Not worth a shit, brother.
Did anybody ever get trickled on?
Yeah, I got pissed on. Does that count? Does that count?
I was gonna say I've been tickled on a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, that never came about. You know, Reagan's big trickle-down economics. If you make sure the wealthy have it, that'll trickle all the way down through. No, it didn't. The
We're
wealthy
still
up there
waiting.
is, yeah, we're still waiting on the
Yeah.
first drop, baby.
Yeah, how many
Because they're
years that
greedy
been?
assholes at the top, and they're not about to turn loose as shit. How many yachts does Betsy DeVos own now? You know,
Oh.
Ramaswamy.
Hey,
How much?
all those damn tax breaks that Trump gave the fucking top 1%, that went to fucking stock buybacks and
Yes, it
didn't
did.
go to, it didn't
Yes,
trickle down no fucking body.
No.
And you know what
It
Joe
benefited
Biden did?
corporations,
He
baby.
tried to get corporations to pay at least 15% taxes in this
Oh,
country.
15%. Holy fuck.
Hey, it's better than zero.
Yeah,
I know.
if we could get them to play
I'm right
a
there
flat
with you.
15%, that'd be fine. But they don't. You know, when you pull out that tax book and you go, oh, look at here, page 4,962, right here, it says section B right there. I don't have to pay shit. That's what it says. So that's what you're stuck with. Because the people in Congress, that's what their biggest job is.
Your golf course into a cemetery, you don't have to pay taxes either.
Yeah. Don Cheeto's right. Protect the mega wealthy, baby. Because
No,
that's
wait
where
a
the
minute.
power is. Wait a minute.
Does it
Well,
count
to make a
as a
wealthy
cemetery
is
if
what
there's only one
is
dead
what makes
body?
jobs.
What was that, Miss Chick?
I said, does it count as a cemetery if there's only one dead body?
Yes, it
But,
does.
hey,
Yeah.
he-
Yes,
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. In Bedminster, it does. There's only one. That's
Yes,
why
it
it's a
does.
cemetery right there. We get a tax
I want
break
to
for
know
that shit.
who allowed him to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I die, I told my kids, get a shovel. Right there in the backyard.
I have a
Put me
pet
where I can
cemetery.
see the river.
Can I get some tax cut?
Plant my ass right there. Just, I don't want to go today, though, because I feel like I will, but I'm just...
Don't you dare, John.
I'm
Don't you
looking
dare.
out there at that
Don't
truck
you
going,
dare.
Jesus, I got to crawl under that thing again, man.
Yeah, you got young men that you need to teach how to fix the goddamn truck.
They were
There
under there
you
with
go.
me. They were under there, but I got to get under there and show them what it is. That's the problem. And then I usually end up, get out of the way. Move here, I'll show you. Get up there and do it.
No, that part.
Yeah, that part I need to quit. No, they're out there helping. They are. But it's a rough. I got on one side, they were on the other side. So everything I told them, everything I'm doing, you do on that side. And
Just
that's
don't
what
be
we do.
dropping anything on your body. Just don't be dropping.
Yep, too late for that shit.
Including the truck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
Travis was real worried about that. I had it up on a jack and I got my head up under there in the wheel well, tires off.
No.
Anyway, Dad, you're gonna kick. Oh, fucking jack's fine. Don't worry. Anyway, it's not fun, but it's what you do. You have to. That's the place in the whole. That's how we got in the whole discussion. It's because I can't pay for a mechanic. Are you shitting me? It costs too much. You're barely getting by now. So there's things in your life that happen that we can, a lot of us just got to deal with that shit you are, whether it's your truck, your vehicle.
And it's not that I begrudge a mechanic his pay.
No.
You know,
No.
not that at all. Just I don't get paid enough to be able to
Yeah,
hire
it's
one.
not on the list of things I can pay for nowadays. I don't give a shit what it costs, So
Right.
I'll barely be able to afford the parts if I'm lucky. So, wheel bearings. I don't know what last time I did a wheel bearing job was, 30 years ago, something like that. 35. Oh, man. Yes, I'm telling you, Maria Betancourt, I thank you for reminding all of us. I saw this on Facebook today. Maria Betancourt came in with $5. Thank you very much. Just to say that praying that Leo's dog Buddy will be okay. If y'all all know. And thank you very much, Maria Betancourt. Leo Sahaki, go look at him. Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. He's a fantastic guy. One of his dogs got bit by a snake.
Oh no.
Yeah, got bit by a snake. So they had to take him to the vet. When I saw his post, he said that the fangs were far apart. The holes were far apart, which is good. Venomous snakes normally have their fangs a little closer. So it's a good possibility that it's a non-venomous snake for one, and we hope for sure. But I understand they got him to the vet. I saw a picture of him at the vet. So hopefully, Leo Sahaki, we hope that that Buddy is doing
We
fine.
hope Buddy will be okay,
Yeah.
honey.
Baby,
Oh Lord,
yeah.
that's frightening. I know that he's got beautiful Weimar Weiners.
Oh, he's got some
those
pretty dogs.
He does have
Yes, he's Leo.
gorgeous dog.
Yeah, just like me, baby. Leave me and my dogs, baby. That's what we. It's me and my dogs.
Well.
We're fine. But what was I gonna say? Ah, shit, I don't know. It was something
he,
about Leo.
he's
concerned.
sick to death over this
just
dog.
a little while ago, I seen
I'm
in the
sure.
comments, and Virginia Whitley, bless her heart, I'm so sorry to hear it. A little while ago in the chat, she mentioned that she had to put her little cat down yesterday.
Yes.
Now, that just, it hurts, baby. You know, when nobody wants to make that decision when it has to be made. You know,
I'm still going through,
I know you are, baby.
what happened with my accident with my little dog, and it just, I'm out watering the peach tree where she is laid to rest, and I just start crying. I'm watering the peach tree as much as the water.
Sweetheart, I've got a whole section of my property out there. It's our pet cemetery. You know, we've been here 20 years, so we've had to bury a lot of pets out here.
I have quite a few of them in the same spot too.
But some of them very large holes too. Some large animals.
Dude, my first one I put down was a 105-pound rhodosaurus.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah, we love our animals, and you know, it's because they bring us so much comfort. That's what happens. And I don't know if I mentioned it the other day. Did I mention anything about any new animals on my?
You have new kittens, I take it?
How many did I say?
3.
Nope. There's 4. There's 4. And they're tiny, tiny little things, and they're up there on the porch now. I've already petted 2 of them.
There's your big first mistake.
I got 4 more. Now, mind you, I sit on my porch and feed them, and I can count easily 19 or 20 cats. So I'm, and that's not even all of them.
You have to feed the females methotrexate. You know what that is, right?
Yep. I just made it be known in the house. Look, Dad needs to get this done. Hey, we need to have
that chili is.
Everybody in the family needs to chump in some change here, because this ain't cheap. We need to get these little shits cut. And John ain't getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning again to go do it. Y'all do it. So,
hey,
look
Joe,
at there.
You got grandkids in the back?
Did you already talk to Mom and Dad about cats?
Oh, man. She looked out there, and the first thing's out of her mouth. Aw. Yeah, there you go. See? There we go.
For the outside?
Yes, they're out on the porch.
Do you want any cat for the outside?
Hey, guess what color?
Black and white.
Nope,
No.
just black. Just black. We went out there and counted today. We have 3 cats that are not solid black.
They're good for killing
Joe.
small snakes.
Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, let me thank Pauline Hall, who just came in with a $5 donation and said, the truck go fund John. Yeah. John, that's gonna help, baby. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's one of them things in life, John. We all get hit with shit like this, but yeah, it's not in the budget for me to take my truck to anywhere. So I'm the mechanic, and I'll get that shit fixed. And did you know that I don't give a shit what you want to do to your vehicle? There's a YouTube video to show you how to do it.
There is.
There is. Travis is the first one. Stabilizer links right here, Dad. Oh, here you go. Take the tire off, Dad. And I'm looking up there, and me and the guy at the mechanic shop done had this discussion. Well, you really don't have to pull that tire off. You can do it by just crawling under the truck, and sure enough, shit, you can. Is it going to be harder? Oh, hell yes. Because after I got done putting the links in, then the next day when that didn't fix it, well, we're going to pull the tire off. Where you pull the tire off, and look at that. You're sitting right there looking at that link. Nothing to it. So Travis is sitting there seeing that. See, we should have took the tire off.
It's easy, John. It's easy.
Yeah, well.
It's easy for the one that does it every day.
Not for me. I'd rather do things the hard way. Are you shitting me? I want to bruise my shoulder. I want him to know shit's getting old, baby. I'm getting old. This shit hurts.
Oh,
Anyway, Pauline, thank you very much, baby.
I was just talking to my daughter, and we're going to see how many kitty cats we're going to need.
Yeah.
To go to that big 6
I have a box. You don't even have to bring a box. I have a box. I'll give you a box.
You have a box?
I have a box. I got a box of kitties. They're all spoiled rotten. I try to spoil every one of them. You know, I need to get it under control because it's getting way out of hand. Because cat food is not, I go through a 16-pound bag of dry cat food in about 3 days. So, that's too many freaking cats. Yeah.
I don't know. I think your Republican friends are bringing you more cats. They're trying to starve you out of the house.
That's what they're doing. Anyway,
They
to
know
get a
you
buck
love
out of
your
my
animals.
pocket. Anyway, Pauline Hall, I will box up a 6-pack and send it to you. Just I love every one of them. You know, Donna Bonacosi just lost one of hers.
All those little kids
We
in
have
the
a lot
background needs kitties.
Yes.
They're all
Yeah,
at Joe's house.
That's exactly who came. They're here.
Hey,
They're gonna eat. They're gonna
you
eat
can
a
ask my
roast
pit
rice.
bull. She'll tell you real quick. They taste like chicken. Come on, Dad.
Oh,
Give me one. They taste like chicken. And
well,
she
that's what we're
does.
having. We're having
She looks
chicken
them.
and rice with fried beans.
Are you? Well, there you go.
And I'm gonna have to go because I've got more people coming, and it's gonna be a hootenanny.
Hey, Joe, let me see. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. I have to go into town. Tuesday, Rose has jury duty, so I'm looking at maybe Wednesday. You check with your man.
You give me a call.
All right, check with your man.
Me a
See
call.
what's up. All right, I will.
And you give me a call, man. I'm willing to help you, but you don't call me.
Yeah, I know it. I know.
I mean, how you doing? We got to stick together, my friend. We got to stick together.
That's what we do, brother. That's what we do. I'll call you.
Okay.
I'll holler at you.
All righty.
All right.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Joe. Take care of yourself and tell Maria we
Night,
said
Joe.
hi.
Good night.
Good night.
I will.
All
Good
right.
night, Joe.
Good night.
Boy, howdy shit. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy with a
He
house
is.
full of kids, man.
Oh, man.
It's a,
Oh, man.
They keep you young and
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, the other night he called me up about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. John, I got a rack of ribs here for you. And so I went over there. Hell, I got there 11:30 at night. They had kids all over the place still playing. The barbecue was still cranking. The music was still going. He's a great guy. As a matter of fact, Joe and I are talking with Randy and Travis, and we're all going to go over to Joe's house again because Joe's got a good man cave that we can go in there and eat barbecue and play music, which is things we like to do. And discuss the issues of the day. Of course, we can't go in there and not solve the problems of the world. We're the meeting of the minds here. That's what we do. So I'm looking forward to the next time we can do that. I wish we could do it with everybody. I wish we could just all get together instead of one here just sitting across the table.
Me too.
Would just tickle me to death. I'm working on winning the lotto one day, so as soon as I do that, I'm paying for everybody to come see me. Y'all love it down here. Come down here and bake.
uh-oh. I didn't do it.
Yes,
It
you
wasn't-
did. Alan Roberts did. Alan Roberts came in with $2.50 and said, "John, does your veterans benefit cover glasses?" Yes, they do, and I'm fixing to get my ass down there. As a matter of fact, I just got a letter from the VA, so I'm hoping for some decent news anyway. Yeah, I've been in contact with them lately, trying to get my shit together. Something I should have done
Get those appointments made
20
again.
years ago. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have good insurance. It just doesn't cover glasses. You know, when I retired from the Army, did get good insurance. But again, I always remind people the Federal Employees Health Benefit Plan is a damn good plan. Wish you had it. I wish you were paying the same rates I pay, and I'm still paying a boatload. And I know you're paying more for yours, and that's bullshit. It
John,
is.
you
Yes.
got no excuse. They got an office right there in Corpus
They
Christi.
do.
In case you
Right
forgot.
down on Padre Island Drive, they built a whole brand new one down there.
So let's get a move on
I
it and
know
get
it, I
them
need to get my
glasses
asses.
going on.
Yeah, 'cause I can't read shit.
No, we all know you can't reach it.
I can't read shit.
But ain't that something how these
Okay.
damn insurance companies don't cover your eyes and your ears and your fucking teeth?
Well,
Last
because
I-
when you get
last I
older, guess
seen-
what you
hey,
lose?
Last I seen, that was part of your fucking body.
Yeah, but you know, when
Yeah.
you get old, those are the parts that are expendable. You don't really need to hear anything.
But
Shit, son.
expendable.
You know, you
Shit.
don't need eyeglasses. You shouldn't be driving at your age anyway. You know, that's
Well, yeah. Looked at one of those actuary things about how much they'll give you for a finger or
yeah, really.
hand.
Start selling parts. I want you to know I still have right here in front of me Vinny.com, and that's the eyeglass place. Once I get my prescription from the doctor, then you can go online and get that, and that's probably the best thing I can do. 'Cause
So you could sell a kidney for like LASIK surgery?
sure.
Just
Yeah.
asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. So how much do legs go for nowadays, or hearts? Or no, you don't sell legs. But
It's a cover everything but your head. I mean,
Take
eyes,
your
ears,
part.
teeth. That's all on your head.
It's got to be those things that, you got several of. You got 2 kidneys. One
Yeah,
kidney,
right.
That's easy. Do you really need that liver? I mean, come on. Really? Just quit
Yeah,
drinking.
what's it good for anyway?
Yeah. Pancreatitis, you don't need that shit. Cut it out, baby. And I imagine there are places that would take that. You've heard horror stories over the years of guys waking up in a bathtub full of ice after them going somewhere for one thing and ending up having a kidney taken out or some shit. So
It's a damn shame, you know.
Dick Johnson's got it right. Insurance companies have a specialty of separating money from your wallet. That's what they specialize in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a damn letter today. I was behind on the $35 membership fucking fee, and they was about to cut my shit off.
Yeah, for $35 they'll cut your shit off.
Or $35, they gonna lose my home insurance and my car insurance over a fucking $35 membership.
Yep. Fee. Ain't that some shit? They don't play games, man. And guess what? It seems to me, because I do. It varies on what day I make my house payment. I make it not really pay it the first thing I do. Let's don't get down there. That's a bad story to think of. Robert Brady has subscribed to our YouTube channel. So, Robert, thank you very much, brother. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Robert.
Yeah, some roads you don't want to go down to. Anyway, look at there.
Yeah.
Somebody finally raised their hand down there. Nobody wants to talk to us today. Did y'all notice that? Nobody wants to talk to us today. Tony Boyd, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine.
How's Paulette? Say it's family, baby. I know you. I know your wife's name. There you go.
Well, right now she's at her house. We don't live in the same home. We just hang out, okay?
No wrong with
that. I didn't know that.
No, that's a perfect arrangement.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We found out years ago that we couldn't live in the same house all the time. We'd be at each other's throats. So she's got her own house and I got my house.
Well, how come every time me and you have a video call, she's right there?
Yeah, and it's worked out perfectly for 38 years. So.
Right on.
Then you can't argue with those results, baby.
Yeah. Nowadays we too old to argue. So she says something and I say yeah. Then I say something. She said I can't hear you.
My wife hears that an awful lot.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, honey.
I'm sitting right here in the same room, right? And I'm looking at her. She says, "Speak up! I can't hear you over the TV and the air conditioner."
I think my wife just likes to see me trot across the room so I can. What'd you say, honey?
She won't get a hearing aid, but I told the oldest daughter the other day. I said, "Stephanie, we need to get your mom one of them horns, you know."
Hold it up there.
You can make one out of a paper plate.
No, I mean, to tell you. Let me thank Michael Johnson, who just came back again with another $2 donation and said, "I'm working on my liver now." I bet you are, Kay. Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck DeSantis and Bud Fund. $2 for the Bud Fund. Hey. Yeah, there's a fund that ain't working anymore
when she's
either.
sleeping at night, we just sneak in the bedroom and stick it in the
Hey. This is a family show here.
And she wakes up and wonders she been having a nightmare, you know? Oh, shit.
I get the strange suspicious feeling my wife would prefer if we had separate beds, because John evidently moves in his night. I'm not there. I'm not witness to it. It's an alleged thing. Also, allegedly, I snore. I've never heard myself snore, so there's no evidence of her accusations there. So.
Well, she could probably arrange to tape it.
Well, I don't think it's me. I think it's them 2 dogs up in the bed that it's taking, because every morning I wake up, I'm over there near the edge, and I turn over and look at them 2 dogs. Got plenty of room.
Dogs do snore.
No, but
my little dog snores bad. Too. He's so fat ass. He just snores his ass off.
I got a pit bull that snores.
I gave him a bath. I gave him a shower the other day, and I had to pick him up and put him in the shower. And then I realized how incredibly heavy this miniature Dachshund is. He's like 35 pounds. He's like fucking fat.
That's right. We go from wet dogs to politics real fast around here. Don't worry about it.
Whoa.
So did you see the cabbage I cooked?
No.
You cooked cat. Oh wait,
I can't go there right now.
I can.
Bernadette can. She's gonna go look.
I can.
Well, get a napkin before you go there, Bernadette.
Oh yes, yes. I know how I drool all over my phone.
I told you I was gonna make it, and I like what Missy Chick
Oh
sent me.
yes.
Mashed taters. I said, yeah.
Mashed taters.
Smashed taters. Everybody loves smashed taters.
I did see that the other day, and oh my God, yeah, I was looking at my
This ain't
phone.
fair.
And I
Y'all
was
looking
like,
at pictures
"Damn,
I can't
Tony."
see.
Oh shoot! I can't eat too much because it gives me gas.
Well, you know what I had for dinner tonight?
Well, no wonder she has her own house. There's the real reason, okay?
I had jambalaya, but no crawfish. No crawfish pie. No crawfish pie. But I did have jambalaya tonight. So.
How you get no crawfish pie?
I know it, baby, because there ain't no crawfish around here. Well, there is. I just ain't got my ass. I ain't going out there to catch them bugs anymore. I wait for them to come to HEB. They sell them occasionally. In big old 50-pound sacks, still alive. I love it like that. I kill them.
Okay.
Put
Yeah,
them in
my
boiling
brother
water
gets them.
while they're still
He
alive.
gets them shipped from Louisiana.
Oh man.
He'll have them shipped out here live.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big. Yeah. They pull them out of the swamp. They get them in the bugs fast, and get them to your store and keep them alive.
We would jack up some mud buds, okay?
You bet. In a heartbeat. In a
I don't
heartbeat.
think I've ever eaten any crawfish. I think
You
it
ain't.
would be similar
gonna
to
pray for
fucking
you.
shrimp or something, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna pray for you.
Is
They're
it some
like
kind of
little
like shrimp?
tiny
Don
lobsters.
Cheeto, HEB was selling crawfish
They're
last
like
week or so.
small
Yeah.
miniature lobsters.
Yeah, they're like
I've never had
freshwater
lobster.
lobster.
I've never had any lobster.
Well,
Well, you just missing out on life.
you pinch the tail, you eat the tail, and then you suck the head. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them claws. They ain't got
Yeah.
shit in them. Just toss them away.
No, they don't. They're
Nothing-
way too
they're
small. Don't fuck around
Too
with
much
that.
work for too little meat there. But
I
yeah,
was
it's all
sitting
in
here
that
listening.
tail, baby.
Sitting there listening to y'all talking about the food we had when we was young, we was poor, and I was laughing. I said we used to have jam sandwiches, and that meant 2 pieces of bread jammed together with nothing in the middle.
Nothing in the middle. Jam sandwich.
A jam sandwich.
Just out of curiosity, there, Tony, what was your favorite weird sandwich when you were growing up? That sandwich that you liked, but everybody else kind of went, ew.
We used to have sugar sandwiches.
Sugar sandwich?
Yeah, you put sugar
Mine
in
was
bread. bologna and peanut butter. Yeah.
Bologna and
Love
peanut
it.
butter.
Peanut butter. What?
Bologna
the
and
shit?
peanut butter. I don't know. You could chase me down the street nowadays with one. I ain't touching that thing. Oh, that's gross. When I was a kid, oh hell
we used
yeah.
to have magazine sandwiches, okay?
Oh, let me thank
But,
Mega
you
Wet
know-
Willie.
They're a little dry.
Ew, Carolyn just said ew. It was good
Any
when I was
sandwich
young.
with
I didn't say I
potato
eat it
chips
now.
is what we liked.
That's Carolyn and John had a mini tornado come through their backyard. Tore the shit out of their their little patio and stuff out there with the
Damn.
There was,
Damn it, man.
There was,
Damn it.
one other
Climate
sandwich.
change.
Yeah. Peanut
There
butter
was
and
one other
marshmallow.
sandwich
That
I
sounds good.
liked.
Anyway, Mega Wet Willie came in with a $5 donation and said, did anyone notice that if Trump in his mugshot had put up peace signs with his hands, he would have looked a lot like Richard Nixon with hair? I am not a crook.
I'm not a crook.
Yeah. No, we know. We've been down this road. You're a crook. And, oh, yeah. You know, it's going to...
Well, I'm not a crook. You're a crook.
We are
Yeah,
going
okay.
to see a step up in because, well, like I said, tomorrow we get the Mark Meadows trying to get his case changed to a federal thing. I don't really think that's going to be pulled off. I don't think so. Of course,
Well,
I've been
what's
wrong.
up with the only one black guy still in jail? What's that?
Well, okay. The black dude, he has special circumstances. See, back in, I think it was May, he had some alphabet boys come and visit him to deliver a subpoena for Jack Smith, and he put hands on them boys.
Good
And
pussy
so,
speak.
because of that, and an open case because of that, the judge said, yeah, no bail for
Yeah,
you.
you get to stay in jail. That's the way that shit
Yeah.
works. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I seen him on TV the other day. They was showing his plea with the court. But I'm a good guy. I turned myself in. Yeah, but no. You're an asshole. Stay in jail. Michael Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
thank you very much. Michael came back again with another $2. Brother, I appreciate it. And said, I thought Donnie looked a lot like Don Imus. Fuck Trump. I just, now, is that the official, I haven't checked into it because I've been busy with other shit. Is that the official mugshot, or is that something
Yes.
he photoshopped?
Yes, it is.
It
No,
is
that
the
is his
official mugshot. That's just
Yes.
some
How long did he-
bullshit.
How long did he
Okay,
practice that dumbass fucking pose?
A week.
Oh,
You're
he
right.
practiced-
That
he
pisses me off that
practiced
they
for a long
let him
time for that
pose.
one.
No,
But
you
here-
head up
here's-
straight towards the
here's
camera. I've had
something
mine
that I
done.
noticed. About
Mhm.
his mugshot and the debate. Okay? His mugshot and the debate. Now, the debate was the day before because he had to
Right.
have the, whole limelight. But everybody on the debate stage was exactly dressed like Donnie was in his mugshot. With the blue suit and the white shirt and red tie. Every last single one of them except for Nikki Haley.
Yeah, she had a dress.
So,
So,
what does that say?
yeah, what does that say?
That says that everybody at the debate was a clone of Donnie.
It's what they want to be recognized as. I'm just as
That's
good
what
as
they
him. Hey, I'm as much
That's
of a
what
prick
they
as that
are.
guy is. No,
Yeah.
I do like the fact that they
But
keep.
you raised your hand, and then you pulled it down.
Mhm.
You heard the
Uh-oh.
question, you raised your hand, and then you pulled it down. So that bullshit that there was 6 out of 9 or 8 that raised their hand to support him.
That's
if he
that's the
got
moment that I'm
nominated.
talking about. That moment when they said,
Here's
if
the
anybody
other
here
thing
support him,
about that.
if he's convicted of a
The
felon,
reason why Trump wasn't there wasn't because he didn't want to debate those guys. It was because he was never going to support them if they became the nominee.
No.
He said that
he's
shit.
already told him, no, I'm not supporting any of them guys. He's not signing
He
their
said
loyalty
that shit.
pledge, none of that shit that the
Nope.
RNC
And
is
that's why
demanding.
he wasn't at the debate.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he didn't want to debate
But they
or
would beg him
he
if he
was
would.
under indictment.
They wanted
or-
him so
the-
bad. You
They
know?
wanted to, but he was not going to pledge to support anybody else besides his own.
Well, why would he?
narcissistic
Because he's going to
act.
be the nominee. And he's going to be the winner. Period.
That's the reason why he wasn't at the debate.
I don't know. I
John,
think
is
a
what I'm
lawsuit was
saying.
filed in Florida, I think, this weekend to challenge him on the ballot. You know, I think
Absolutely.
that's going to happen in several states. I think that's the states. If somebody in
And-
the state's
and it
going to
was
file a
just an
suit to keep him
attorney-
off the ballot.
It
Under the
was an
14th.
attorney that filed the lawsuit, and from what I understand, any Secretary of State, and that's why it's important to vote for your Secretary of
There you
State,
go.
people, can file to keep him off the ballot
Under the 14th Amendment, Section 3,
under the
if you
14th
aid and
Amendment,
abet
Section 3.
insurrection.
He is already disqualified. There's no need to take it to court or anything else. Of course, he's going to take it to
Well, of
court.
course he's got to take
And
the
of
court.
course, it will go to the Supreme Court. But you can go out there and just say, hey, I don't want him on the ballot. And Secretary of State's, I'm talking to all 50 of you, and it's a done deal. He can't be on the ballot. He has disqualified himself.
Works for me.
I'm good with
according
that.
to
It works for me. I mean,
it
come on.
absolutely fucking works for me.
If you
I
want
see,
to
it's
abide
gonna-
by the Constitution, and we know all the Republicans believe in the
Remember,
Constitution.
he wanted to do away with the Constitution. He said so.
Yep. And see, it'll go to the damn Supreme Court, but don't underestimate these motherfuckers because they know they are lifetime appointees.
They are a
They
lifetime
don't give
important.
a fuck. They don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
but
him.
check
Well,
it-
now
check
back
it
up,
out.
James, because
He's
this is,
running for a job. They already have jobs.
he's already had a
He's
lot of
running for a
cases.
job.
Trump has already had a lot of cases in front of the Supreme Court that he's lost already.
Yes, he has.
And here's my
Yes,
theory
he
on
has.
that, James, is that yes, 3 of the judges were put on there by Trump, and they are extreme right-wing judges. They're Federalist
Yes, they are.
Society judges. But here's my rub on it. Do they really want to tie the rest of their career on that bench to an
Exactly.
anchor around their ass with Trump? So I think the court is not going to be so kind if they're going to look at his motions in front of the court and everything, but I don't think they're going to cut him a whole
They don't
lot of
have to
slack.
take it.
They,
They don't even
why
have to
blemish
take
your
his
reputation
case,
over his shit? Because they're
let
going to be
alone
there
hear it.
forever. You know, they're going to have a
They
long
got a
tenure
job,
on the court.
and
so.
he's looking to get a job. That's what he's running
got a
for.
job,
Is
yeah.
for a job.
Yeah. Well, I think he's running for more than that. It's not
He's
just
running
a
for
job.
a job.
It's an adventure for him. He thinks if he gets in there one more time, the Republicans will start to alter the very meaning of democracy. Your voting rights out the freaking window. Yeah, y'all start getting a little cocky out there. Maybe even he'll step back on that Second Amendment. Maybe start taking some of y'all's guns away because you're getting carried away because they'd be pointed at him. You know, I don't know what scenario would come if he gets in that office again. I just know one thing: we can't let that happen. We can't play with the what ifs if he gets in. We have to play with the determination that he cannot get in. And whether that be legally through the Constitution or by the vote of the people, we can't let his ass back in that house.
Absolutely.
No.
We have to give him another resounding loser.
Yeah.
You're a loser.
A loser.
Go the fuck away.
Yeah. And that's what he is. But he ain't gonna go down, you know, quietly. He's gonna screech the rest of his life that he was cheated, and he'll be screaming the rest of his life that he's cheated out of the 2024 election.
He can wah wah wah.
He can scream all day long. It entertains me.
He's supposed to be a tough guy, but he's always playing the fucking victim. I mean, how are you a tough guy if you're the victim?
Did you see what he put out with his picture? Never surrender. Really?
But
Isn't this the fourth time you've surrendered?
He surrendered 4 times.
4 times already. So enough with the never surrender shit. Yeah, I think you surrendered. Yeah. And I think there'll be more come sooner or later down the highway. I don't know. Does he deserve more? You bet. Wish we could just pile on the damn cases on his ass. Because there's enough out there to do just that. But we got to be particular. We got to be able to get his ass on something. And I think Bonnie Willis down in Georgia's, I don't think she's going to turn loose a shit. And tomorrow we will start getting the first hints of her case, because when Mark Meadows applies to have a change of venue to the federal court, then Bonnie Willis will have to come out there and provide the evidence to the court of why that's not appropriate. And so we're going to start getting the first hints of the evidence. Of course, we already
Bonnie
know
is ready. She was ready when she brought the indictment.
Yes.
She's ready for anything that these fuckers want to pull out of their ass.
Whether it be speedy trial, she's like, okay, let's go. Let's get it.
do
Rock
it.
and roll, baby. And yeah, but I'm still not trusting it. I don't know. There's something underlying in that speedy trial shit. We already got 2 of them requesting a speedy trial, and you know that's fucking up everybody else. And
it's up. From what I understand, it's up to the judge.
Yep.
It's up to the judge if they want to separate the cases. But from what I understand, if one gets a speedy trial, they all get a speedy trial as it sits now, and it would really be up to the judge to and here's the thing: if there is a speedy trial, then she has to have a jury set by the end of October. Okay, because in Georgia they have to do it within the court calendar year, okay, and that's up in October. So she would not only have to seat a jury, but start the trial by the end of October.
And
now, if the speedy trial date is not set until October 23rd, and she says she's ready to go.
It's rock and
Bonnie
roll.
Willis said that?
Yes.
Yeah, she's right. She's ready to rock and roll tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, she said she's ready
got
to
her
go.
her shit all laid out.
But it is definitely up to the judge whether or not those speedy trial defendants get separated from the rest of them. Those that ask for a speedy trial, from what I understand, will be lumped together because they're not going to do 19 separate trials. So those that ask for a speedy trial will get lumped together in one group.
It will send to Donnie if they have one. If what's her name gets a speedy trial, she's found guilty. which I
Oh,
think she would be.
that's
Sidney Powell.
that's a clear indication
I
to
think
the
it's
rest of them.
Yep,
Flip it or go down with Donnie.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Trump don't
That'll
want no
be the
speed
starting gun on
trial.
that shit. Yeah, yeah. She's calling their bluff. That she is smart
Yeah,
ass ball.
she is.
Anyway, I guess we better wrap it up for the evening because in just a little while, because I want to get over to the Blue Room and visit before I have to leave to go pick up people from work, and
All right, let's
that's
do
going to
this.
be fun. So we're going to wrap it up this evening. But I want to thank everybody. We had a great participation tonight. I noticed the count on the viewers was really hitting up there. We want to really appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching.
Share this shit.
Share this shit. This is your family. This Blue Dot family. This ain't me, baby. This is an us thing. And it only works because we're involved. But we want to keep
We also
pushing
had a
that.
pretty high count in Discord as far as
Yes,
the audience in Discord
Indeed.
that's not participating but
We got
just listening. There's
we've got quite a few right
listening
now.
room over there. Yep, I
Down
mean
in-
we've
down in the
we've
audience.
got up to 14 in there tonight.
Going around
It's
there
down to
poking a
11
stick,
now,
make y'all
but
raise your hand there. Come up here.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're in the
We're-
audience, you're welcome to raise your hand and
Anytime
come on
you want
in
to
and
join
use
the
your voice.
conversation, you got something to
Absolutely.
say? Oh, look at there. We done stimulated. Oh, now mind
Well,
y'all,
now
we're
Say good night.
let me yeah do what we're doing the show, but we'll bring Dave up. He raised his hand real quick, but Dave, we're fixing to head out the door. So basically, I'm bringing you up here to say good night, buddy.
Say
Good night, sir.
Dave.
Good night. Well, not that quick, Dave. Are you doing all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, buddy.
Okay, good. I just poked a stick at you there, buddy. But I do appreciate you coming up.
All right, no
and
problem.
and you're yeah. And good night, Dave. And yeah, for coming up, for being participating. You've been in here before. You know what the drill is. Anyway, Bart Larson on Discord, but can't get in the Blue Room. Oh no! Why can't Bart get in the
Are
Blue
you
Room?
on the Blue Room server, Bart? Was going to be my question.
Okay, there you go. See, I don't know, but
Yeah.
Bernadette knows.
You have to join the Blue Room server, Bart.
Okay, so
And I don't know if you're on the server because I don't run that server. So now,
yeah, me neither. I don't know anything about it.
Bernadette, why don't you get on? Why don't you make a YouTube video on how to fucking use Discord? That would make a. I would love that.
you have
I
no
still don't
idea.
know. Every time I have an issue, I call Travis. Huh? That thing ain't working. That thing right there.
You
Point at
not
it.
got
That
how to
doesn't work.
use Discord.
And I always say the same thing. I'll get my hammer. I can fix it. I'll get a freaking
Okay.
hammer. Beat that shit to death. Anyway, Dave, thanks for coming up, brother. And thanks for
Yep, no problem, buddy.
All right, and Tony,
Yeah.
thank you, brother, for coming in. I don't know if you've been noticing that clicking sound all evening.
No, well, no.
That's
yeah,
my
oh,
lighter,
yeah.
buddy. I love my fucking lighter. Have I told you that lately? I
No.
love my fucking lighter.
No.
Thank you. It's even got a little knife
It's
there.
still
It's got-
working?
Oh,
Still
shit.
working,
Jeff,
huh?
fuck, are you shitting me?
I hear you.
Yeah.
It's working fine, brother. It's working fine. Anyway,
All right.
Tony, take care of yourself. Tell
I will.
Paulette I said hello when you see her.
I was.
All
She's
right,
supposed
brother,
to be
take
here
care
by
of
now,
yourself.
but who knows with her?
Ah,
Yeah.
sound like-
You know that woman is is something else. The older she gets,
that's why you love her, buddy.
she's something. Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
That's true.
There you go.
But
If
thanks
you
for
have
having me,
been-
guys. Huh?
If you've been with her that long, man, you hit the lottery.
There
man.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been
Mine's put
together
up
that
with me
long.
for 46 years. I'm lucky.
Congratulations.
So,
Yeah.
anyway,
and we
Tony,
raised all our kids.
I
all our kids
appreciate you,
together.
brother, and thanks for coming in.
Hey, thank you. Hey, thanks, guy, for having me, and I'd like to make you laugh.
I enjoy it, brother.
Right on.
Put a smile on your face and share it. That's what I always say. Anyway,
Exactly.
James,
Hey,
thank you for coming in, brother.
thank you
I
for
enjoyed your
inviting me.
words of wisdom tonight.
Hey, I sent you $5 on PayPal, but I never get it on. I need a little fiddle for that.
Did you? Well, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Let me thank
Yeah.
James
I need
Price for
I
sending
need
me
to- I need to
$5
say-
on PayPal. I
I
do.
need the sad fiddle because I never get anything dong for that.
For some reason, I don't know what it is. If you send direct, oh, there it was, some message right there, I think. Oh, mail.
It's to the wheel bearing fund. That's what it was.
Oh, to the wheel bearing fund. I haven't checked the price of wheel bearings in a while. Ding, 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 ding. I'm waiting on my checking for mail. Takes a while here because the rabbits
Don't
have
worry
run.
about
And there you are. It says, "You've got money." And I want to thank Jim Price for sending in $5. In the wheel with the wheel bearing fun. Oh yeah, and fuck Trump. That's what it says.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thank you
those
so much.
when you do donate by PayPal, it does show in my account right now, and sometimes that is very helpful because that $5 now brings me up to 8. So I'm good to go, baby. It's pitiful, man. I'm telling you. It's right near the first. Everything's dragging, man. I'm telling you. But James, thank you for that. I appreciate it tremendously.
Anyway, I love you, brother.
I love you back. And again, thanks for your words of wisdom. I enjoyed that. When I saw it, I thought, yep, that's it. We got it. What was that Obama used to say? Fired up, ready to go.
Ready to go.
Fired up, ready to go. That's what we need to be. Anyway, Miss Chick. Sarah,
Yes, John.
anybody you want to point out tonight?
Well, yeah, I got a couple.
All right.
I got a couple. Kathy Ladine Hale Davis from California just says, this guy.
This guy.
She calls it this guy.
Oh, this guy.
This guy.
Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, I don't know how to take that one.
So Tomasa Calling from Virginia. Joan Patterson from New York that says, pay attention to the passive language of violence by the maggot followers. Yeah, we are, Joan.
We're paying attention, baby. We're listening to every word they say.
And a retired long-haul driver from Iowa, Jerry Rasmussen. Wallace
Jerry.
Dale. Wallace Dale from New Mexico.
Outstanding.
Ruth Wright from Florida. And she wants you to change the numbers, for the song. What's the song that people sing where you'd sing the phone number?
8657. That's on.
Yeah, she wants you to change it to 1135809.
I've already been doing that in my head. I knew somebody else out there was doing that same shit because when you look at the number and you want to sing that song, 86, yeah,
right,
it fits almost. There's just a few extra numbers in there.
You can squish it. You can
squish it. You can make it work. Yes, I've been thinking that same song in my head. That's good.
And let's see, we also have Richard Megan, who is from the Villages in Florida. I'm sorry, Richard.
We all got to live somewhere, buddy. Hey, I heard it's nice down there.
Well, it's very red. I mean, he's being smothered in.
But
anyway.
so is my street. So.
Yeah, and Williamson from Ohio, who wants to say Ohio is voting to legalize marijuana in November.
Oh, look, don't come in here, bub, and start bragging about your shit in here. Now, it's a family show, and we expect all sorts of say you come in here just to rub shit in my face.
Right.
Thank you for being here.
And it says, say yes to the issue 2.
Issue 2, yes. In Ohio, if you're up there voting, baby, vote yes on issue 2. Because God put it there and argue that point. Go ahead, argue that point. Hey, he put it there.
And then I have a couple of group shout-outs. More Perfect Union 2023 likes to share your stuff.
Thank you.
Iowa Democratic Veterans Caucus.
Ouch.
And Terry, who shared it to that group, said, meet my Vietnam veteran secret boyfriend who discusses politics about twice a week.
Yeah, nice way of saying, hey, guy, it runs his mouth. Man, that's just fantastic. And thank you all for paying attention and listening in. As I like to say to every one of you, welcome to the family, baby. This thing grows not because of me, but because what we are here. And we care about each other. We care about this country. And I'll be damned if we can't. Isn't that the damn definition of a patriot? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Think about it, baby. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You care about this country.
Tell the people what the rest of them can do.
What can the rest of them do?
They can like, share, and subscribe.
On this shit.
And
It's
don't
right
forget
there
to
under
hit
the
that
freaking, look at there, I'm pointing at the damn
notification
thing right there. You can just push that button right there, share this shit all over the place, like it. And on that note, don't forget to listen to the other voices. Listen to Virginia Whitley. Go to Leo Sahaki's Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. Tim Cormall's show on Sundays on the internet. And Robin Kincaid and others that are using their voice.
Yeah.
Because this ain't easy to do, and when you do it, you make enemies, baby. They're all around your ass. So there's a price to pay for this, and they're willing to do it. So kudos to them, and give them a listen, and pay attention, and share that shit, and build this family up, baby. Stretch it as far as we can get it. because we're all going in. Irene has it right. We are the true patriots. And every time I see those words, I think of Randy Kerman. So I hope he's doing fine. Anyway, on that note, Miss Chick, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, John.
And good night. And to Bernadette.
And John, all I want to do is say, hey, go out, check out, Run for Something. They will show you how to run for something in your neighborhood, just like our friend Erin Trumley up in Morrow Town Clerk. She's running for up in upstate New York, and y'all go over there.
And who could ask for a nice, prettier town clerk than that right there?
She is brilliant.
Go up there and see some ugly old man like me with a beard. Can I help you?
At the same time.
No.
So let's get Erin in that position to run for town clerk. And run, Erin, run. We got you.
We got you all the way there, baby.
Promoting her because she is one of our own blue dots.
She made that step.
Absolutely.
And we have others amongst our group that could do the same thing. If you're so motivated.
Absolutely.
To stand up.
Bernadette, thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Bernadette. I mean, run for something. Run for any fucking thing.
Yeah.
Get out there
Just don't
and make
run
a damn
away.
difference.
Run for something and change your hood.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't run away from anything.
I'm all about that.
Run for something, but don't run away from anything, baby. Stand your ground. You adapt, you overcome.
Being silent doesn't work.
We can make a difference in this next election. All we have to do is get out the vote.
You know what y'all sound like?
We're here.
You sound like you're fired up and ready to go.
I am ready to go, John. I am ready to go. I want to tell, what's his name? What is his name? It's inmate number P011
53809. I have the mic. It's in my head.
Again.
P011 35809. It's in my head.
Yep.
There's a lot of it in my head that I don't want there, but it's there.
I want a red hat with that. I want a red hat with that fucking number.
I'm sure they have one out there somewhere. Anyway, again, I want to.
You lose again.
And again, Katie Love, next time you mail me something, baby, put your your number in there. I loved her note in there. She is fired up. She's ready to go, and she's been in the fight for a long time. So, Katie Love, remember, next mail, drop your phone number in there. We're going to get your butt in here. Anyway, to everybody else, thank you so much for being a part of this family, for being concerned about your country. Because as corny and patriotic as that sounds, baby, that's what it is. It is your civic duty. It is our duty as citizens of this country to protect the democracy that we hold dear. And I want to thank you for that. I want to thank the names going by there that support this show every month. I'm waiting on the first, baby. For every one of those people that you see on that list supporting this show through Patreon, that comes in on the first of the month, every month. And believe me, it makes a big difference in this family's life, and I appreciate it. And to those that gave tonight on a la carte, thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. It keeps us going, baby. So thanks. Anyway, anything else? P011358809. It should be a song. I'm sure it will be. Somebody's gonna do it. What's her name? Lauren, that does the songs on Tim's show. I guarantee she's gonna have that with that too. Anyway. Y'all take care of yourself. We'll be back here again Tuesday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. So until then, stay in the fight, baby. Get fired up and put a smile on your face and give it away to somebody else. It makes your day. Y'all say good night.
There you go. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.